Every single one of us has turned to Google in our time of need when it comes to asking questions, whether it's medical related, like, I jammed my finger playing basketball, what now? You'll get a million results telling you that what actually happened is you've contracted the bubonic plague, or you ask for simple tutorials, how to replace your air filters, and you'll get WikiHow guides that just have you taking apart your air conditioning unit, or Quora, God forbid, giving you the absolute worst advice this world has ever seen. Point is, every question we have gets asked to Google, and sometimes you get terrible responses that are outright wrong. And I think this is most prevalent when it comes to phone and technology related inquiries. I'm sure all of us are guilty of trying the wet phone in rice thing. That was so popular, and as far as I know, actually did work in some cases where if you like drop your phone in the toilet or in the sink or something, you immediately take it out and put it in a thing of rice, and then like in an hour or a day or whatever, it's better and fixed. Well, it doesn't work for every possible water-related damage to a phone, and that was a lesson that this guy learned the hard way and was not ready to accept, so he made a massive fucking scene about his phone being repaired.
Someone just told me this morning, I'm talking about a water damaged phone.
Okay.
Someone told me this morning that they put a whole video camera in a bag of white rice and it solved the problem.
Okay.
Why would it not solve this?
This guy looks so familiar and I can't figure out why. I don't know if it's this leather biker jacket he's got on that makes him look like one of the greasers from The Outsiders or what. Maybe he just resembles a famous actor, like a young Bryan Cranston is what I keep coming back to, but I can't quite put my finger on it. But anyway, he's upset because his phone got repaired, but he's thinking he got scammed because someone said he could have just put it in white rice and fixed the whole thing as if it's some kind of panacea. Like white rice is this miracle potion that'll fix any phone damage.
Because white rice does not repair an electrical connection that's damaged.
How do you know what was wrong in there?
I went through
You didn't need to.
I went through it and looked, and I found the problem.
I asked you if white rice would repair it.
You
said no.
So you're saying the difference between brown rice, which you tried,
I didn't
and
try
white
brown rice.
That's
I really wish we had the beginning of this because it seems like they got into an argument of white rice versus brown rice and what's better at repairing damaged phones. Like, I feel like we've just gone back to the Middle Ages as if I took a phone back to, the Shire, and I have to consult the local hobbit shaman when my iPhone's damaged. Like, hey, how do I fix this? I dropped it in the pond over there washing my clothes. And he's like, oh, well, Charles, have you tried white rice? Like, I understand the white rice strategy, life hack has worked maybe once or twice, or even more. I couldn't tell how effective it is, but it's not going to fix everything. If his phone was left in the water for a while and all the electrical circuits were kind of fried, white rice isn't going to somehow magically repair that. It's going to dry it out, great, but it's not going to all of a sudden like reassemble those connections. I'm not an expert here, but I would trust the person who is. And this is such a nonsensical argument on brown rice or white rice. Neither one of them is going to solve that problem, which this guy just does not seem to understand.
It's on camera. That's what you said yesterday.
I said brown rice, but I did not say. I said I said rice. I did not say white rice. White rice will repair that.
You have said 3 different things since you've stood here.
And you lied to me.
No.
You lied to me.
Not once.
Let's just wait till the cops get here.
Okay.
Okay.
God, I hate that stupid smirk he keeps doing here. Just so smug. Gives him the most punchable face on the planet. Just a face that's begging for a knuckle sandwich. His attitude, too. Oh, it's so repulsive. What a piece of shit. You can tell he's having a great time arguing. He's getting off on it. You can actually just feel him busting nuts in his tight little trousers there at how much fun he's having, making this worker's day a little worse, just arguing over nothing. His phone is repaired now, but he's upset because he could have done it with white rice, he says. Well then, break your phone again and prove your point. I want you to now go into that employee bathroom, drop it in the toilet, leave it there for a couple minutes, take it out, put it in white rice, and see if it fixes it. And when it doesn't, I'm charging you triple. I'd also love to know his thought process on getting the cops involved. What are they going to do? Sir, what seems to be the problem? This scam artist, this snake oil salesman fixed my phone when I could have just put it in rice. Throw him in the slammer, please.
I could take it apart and show you exactly.
I don't care what was wrong because all it did was slide in water, sir. You told me flat out white rice will not repair that. Flat out. Exactly.
It won't.
Okay. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know what this fucking guy thinks white rice is capable of. Does he think they're like little nanobots that go in there and repair electrical devices? Like, I don't get it. I don't know why he thinks white rice is just this all-powerful entity that can fix all phones. I know for a fact he's not talking to people in person about this conundrum. He absolutely consulted his reptilian Facebook group and all of them were talking about white rice and chemtrails. So now he charged this place just to be an asshole here. Like, it's so upsetting to see. He fixed your phone already, man. Leave him alone. If you want to go use white rice and brown rice, or, Jesus Christ, even wild rice if we're talking, magic, then go ahead and do that next time. This guy's such a confusing, stupid asshole as well. He said that the employee lied to him, telling him that rice wouldn't work, which it wouldn't, I imagine. But if you went to this store to get your phone repaired, why would you even ask about rice without trying it yourself? Why would you drive all the way there and then ask them about rice, when apparently all your friends know better than the expert? Why not just try the rice first and see if it worked? And when that didn't work, go to this guy. Why do this first and then come back complaining about, rice was an option?
Well, what you hear and what I actually did are two different things.
I don't care what you did.
Yeah, you.
No, I don't.
Okay, so what kind of world do you live in where what is actually repaired and what you're told are two different things, and you don't care to know the truth?
I do care to know the truth.
Okay.
You can't handle the truth, you fucking wax statue. This man has told you a million times rice wouldn't work, and you don't know if rice 100% would have. I'm very confident that rice probably wouldn't have, and I don't even know the situation here. So, I don't know why he's even having this argument. It's so fucking worthless. He's just here to make a scene because he's got nothing else going on in his life, and he's just one of those people that thrive on controversy, so he's here, and he's just enjoying the misery of this whole situation.
I've been told by many people that white rice will do it.
Okay.
I come in here to your business, you tell me it won't.
I can tell you the world is flat.
A lot of people will tell me it won't. It isn't.
Exactly.
Now the NPC's glitching out here. He can't wrap his head around what just happened. He made himself look like an even bigger fool. Is such a stupid douchebag. This again just highlights my point that there is no winning when it comes to customer service. This guy did his job well, did exactly what the customer asked him to do, fix my phone. He did it, and there was still a problem. The man came back the next goddamn day to make a big hoopla about it. It's so frustrating to watch. Again, my heart goes out to anyone working in a field that involves dealing with customers. Like, it's miserable, and I'm wishing you the absolute best. I also hope that the second this video ended, this guy left the store and it was a torrential downpour. Just an absolute monsoon. A biblical storm blew through and once again waterlogged his phone, immediately breaking it. And then he went home, tried rice, and the whole goddamn thing just blew up. And now he's gonna have to get a new phone. That's if there's any justice in the world, that's how that played out in my fanfic. Anyway, that's really about it. So yep. I've made quite a lot of content covering fast food freakouts where entitled stupid customers have an absolute meltdown and go on a rampage over trivial problems with their order. And they range from like goofy and silly to downright sad and tragic. Like the time a guy shot 2 Subway workers, killing one of them because they put too much mayonnaise on his sandwich. This evil, smooth-brain idiot actually took someone's life because they went a little heavy on a condiment. Jesus Christ. Mayonnaise may not be an instrument, but it was a death sentence for this worker, unfortunately. It's beyond tragic, and what's even sadder is just how common these kind of responses are in the fast food industry. That is far from the only case of someone losing their life to something super stupid like too much mayonnaise. And I know I've talked about that story in particular before and many others like it, and today I want to talk about another situation that happened a couple days ago, and this one has a whole video for it. And this video is shocking. Like, this is more shocking than the Into a Darman film. It had my eyes wider than the first time I gazed upon a bare breast. It has so much going on over something so little. So I'll quickly give you the lore here, the motivation behind what you're about to see, so you can watch this video in a pure state of bewilderment over the reaction to something so insignificant. A customer goes into a restaurant late a couple nights ago and he orders chicken and waffles as well as fish and coleslaw. He is served and even appreciates the food, he eats it, and then leaves. He comes back 45 minutes later and says he actually wanted chicken wings instead of chicken tenders, and demands that they whip him up a fresh batch of chicken wings in order to satiate his gluttony. Well, the store's 5 minutes to closing, and they say that's not really, on the table here. That's not really in the cards. We're about to close, so we can't do that. The person in charge of the restaurant even offers a refund, which is beyond generous. This guy's a fucking saint. To even be offering a refund, even though he ate what he ordered and then came back to make a big hullabaloo over nothing. So he offers the refund, and then just asks for the card that was used to pay for it, so that way he could, give the money back. However, he noticed that there was a bag with chicken wings in it, but it was another customer's order whom was going to be served those chicken wings. And this fucking sets him off and leads to everything you're about to see in this video. I know the story I just told you is riveting. It's like a fucking Dr. Seuss book. And it actually happened. That is the motivation from everything I've read on the story behind this huge blow up here. Obviously, we're coming into the action after the first quarter here, so they're already in a bit of a scuffle. So we get to see him like lunging over the counter multiple times, grabbing like the payment processing unit, like fucking ripping it off, and then when he's unsuccessful there and falls off the counter, he runs to the door and rips it off the hinges. This man came in here with stupid strength, so he takes the door, rips it off the hinges almost effortlessly, as if he was like ripping a piece of paper. I imagine it had to just be all of the adrenaline because he's not that big of a guy, so he probably tore like half of his muscles in his arms just pulling that off so easily. Or maybe this is just how he powers up, like Popeye with his spinach. This guy, when he doesn't get his chicken wings, he goes into like fucking Superman mode. He becomes like some kind of invincible fucking Hulk. Now the restaurant worker is fighting back. He brings out like some kind of police baton, almost. I don't exactly know what it is, but he's got the stick out now, and he's ready to get a little crazy with it. So he chases him out there and starts like whacking him with it like he's swatting a fly. The goofball customer also tries to use that door he ripped off as some kind of weapon, so he tries to like almost swing it like a baseball bat there for a second before realizing it was way too heavy for that, and also the guy hits him with the stick. And then they go to the ground, so we get into the ground and pound phase of the boss fight.
Oh, my style. He didn't know. Oh, he did not do that. Oh. Oh. Gosh.
The restaurant worker won on the ground game, I believe, and then even gets to claim his prize of the douchebag's phone, so he takes it and smashes it. Much to the dismay of the camera guy, he seemed like personally offended that this fucking asshole's phone got smashed. The way he acts makes it sound like he's stunned that such a dishonorable move was pulled during such an honorable fight. He's like, oh my goodness, now you've crossed a line. Everything up until this point was all good manners and by the book, textbook Knight's Honor Code, and then you go and smash his phone. A despicable display of sportsmanship. Like, what the fuck? The dude deserved to have his phone smashed, bare minimum, at the very least. Like, that was absolutely par for the course. And that's not where this stops. There's no audio here, so I'll just go ahead and tell you what you're looking at. It is the fucking guy crashing his company tow truck into the building and then scooting away. So he zooms on out of there, peels out. Now, of course, I'm no expert here, but using the company car to commit a crime is probably a pretty fucking dumb idea. Not that he was making good decisions before then either, but that has to be one of the most identifiable things you could possibly be driving in order for people to track you down. The fucking company tow truck, of all things. And he blasts it into the side of the building here, and then gets out. He gets the fuck out. What's crazy, though, is that he still hasn't been found. Despite the company tow truck being identified, the actual person, has still, as of right now of me recording this, hasn't been arrested for it or anything. How is that possible? There's a lot of damage to the tow truck itself, and I don't think he owns the business, because if he did, I doubt he'd be using his fucking tow truck as a goddamn missile. Like, whoever owns that business should have probably noticed by now that, wow, this tow truck's pretty fucked up. Well, what happened to it? And then, dots start getting connected, like, holy shit, my employee is that absolute menace that was just on the news for crashing a tow truck into the side of a restaurant. Well, not even the side, into the front door of a restaurant. Like, I don't know how we're at this stage where this guy is still getting away with it 2 days later.
The customer ripped the door off its hinges,
grabbing the door, trying to come inside the store with the door.
They tussled outside the restaurant before the angry customer ran, but it wasn't over yet.
He jumped in his tow truck, then he slashed the whole building with his truck.
We're living in a day and age where we can get multiple angles of pretty much anything that happens out in the world, so we get a deeper look at what happens outside of the store here, as well as seeing the entire situation with the tow truck going right into the building. We've got, the Instagram angle from just boots on the ground guy who's there in person filming it on his phone, and then we have the security camera footage in order to give us the other side here, so we can catch every little detail, which is fantastic, very cinematic. And I think the coverage here is very important because it does point out exactly what I just said about the company tow truck, but it sheds more light on exactly how he's evading authorities right now, and it's very surprising.
It appears there was a passenger in the truck at the time, and despite the heavy damage to the front end, the angry customer drove away. Now, the truck had a logo on it, a solid lead, right?
The towing truck companies, sometimes they lent their trucks to each other.
So, he says police told him that doesn't identify the driver.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't have the driver's name on the side of the truck or anything. It's not like he had a flag that he was flying that said, here's who I am, or anything. But if you do a little, investigating, I feel like it should be easy, right? There'd be a paper trail of lending a fucking tow truck to another tow truck company or another person, right? There would absolutely be some kind of documentation on where this tow truck went if it was lent out. At least I would assume. Again, I'm not a fucking expert, but I can't imagine it's that difficult. That is one of the most fucking identifiable things he could have been driving. Like, it really can't be that hard to figure out where this tow truck came from, who lent it, and who did it get lent to. It should be a pretty easy trail to follow, I would guess. But maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking about it too naively. That's very possible as well. But this is just such a fucking wild situation all over chicken wings. Well, and it's not like he didn't get served food either. Like, it's not even that he's hangry, right? It's not even like it's not you when you're hungry type situation. The dude ate a full meal, chicken tenders, waffles, fish, and coleslaw, but then wanted wings instead. So he already had a full tummy, his belly was stuffed, but he just wanted some more, and they were like, hey man, it's about to close, how about no? And that's what set all this shit off. Fucking wildness. And what's even wilder is not too long ago we had another situation where a woman crashed her car into a Popeyes because they were missing the biscuits from her order. So she threw her life away over some missing biscuits. There's no video footage of this one that exists. However, in my head, I picture it like Gears of War 3 when Dom crashes his vehicle into like the explosive shit that destroys some of the locusts. Like, she just leans her head back, like as she's about to crash into the restaurant, and she just thinks to herself, this is worth it. The biscuits are worth it. As it all just fucking explodes in front of her here at the fucking Popeyes where she's crashing her car into because of the biscuits being absent. Point is, fast food work is dangerous. All types of unhinged lunatics enter these establishments and go berserk. And this is just another case of that happening, and this one just happened to have video footage around it, so I wanted to talk about it a bit. That's really about it. I'm wishing the best for the restaurant workers as well as just the entire establishment. Hopefully it can get back to 100% soon, and whoever was responsible for it gets held accountable. That's about it. See ya. Being a fast food worker has to be one of the most dangerous jobs in America, second only to a firefighter maybe. Over the last 3 or 4 months, I'd say, things have been reaching this crescendo of madness in the fast food industry. Pretty much every day I'll hop on Twitter and see 5 new viral clips of public meltdowns or freakouts or fights at fast food restaurants like McDonald's, Dairy Queen, Burger King. God bless any soul that eats at Burger King. May the Lord have mercy on you. You know, just every restaurant having all of these wild over-the-top freakouts, and sometimes it just leads to death. You can Google any fast food restaurant right now and probably find 6 or 7 fatalities that occurred there just this week. It's been getting scary. Like 2 months ago, there was that shooting at Subway where a guy just shot one of the workers, killed them because he had too much mayo on his sandwich. That's fucking horrifying. Getting blasted because you went a little heavy on the mayo? Like, what is this? Mad Max in the Thunderdome? It's scary. Like, you never know what you're going to encounter at a fast food restaurant, whether you're going to see wiener or see a giant fight. Like, anything's on the table. Sometimes people aren't coming in there for food. They're coming in there to just fuck shit up. So I genuinely do think there's a lot of danger associated with working in the fast food industry right now. I don't know if it's always been this way, or if it's like just getting worse for some reason. I couldn't tell you, but since since smartphones are so common right now, you can see all of this happening every single day across the country. And a lot of it's really entertaining freakouts, like the one I'll show you right now. But then there's just a lot of really fucking scary ones too. Like, my heart genuinely does break for anyone in the service industry, and I wish you nothing but the best. I, again, don't get why it's always fast food restaurants. It's like the second people walk through the doors, they just get hit by like some kind of frequency that turns their brain into like an aggressive fucking primal caveman brain. Like in Kingsman, where Valentine had that chip in the phone that made everyone fight each other in a church. Like, I feel like that's what's happening at fast food restaurants right now.
Give me my damn my fucking store back! Fuck you! Give me my fucking meal!
You?
Where's my... You fucking goof! Where's my fucking... Give me my fucking meal!
Unfortunately, we missed the introduction here and what led up to the confrontation. I guess the cameraman was too busy getting the popcorn together instead of filming, but I'll fill you in on the details. So this happened at a Dairy Queen, and the lady in this video here, this angel, she was spending about 20 minutes in the bathroom smoking meth. You know, meth and Dairy Queen go together like peanut butter and jelly. So she took a long time smoking her meth, and in that time, her meal got cold. So she asked for a replacement, demanding she get another meal because hers was cold. They declined because, obviously, it was her fault. She smoked meth for 20 minutes in their shitter. So why is she entitled to a brand new free meal? And in the beginning of this video, you can hear the manager like shouting, and he's getting real guttural with it. I got really concerned that he was going to start serving some knuckle sandwiches on the secret food menu here. I thought we were going to see a fight, but he showed tremendous restraint even though the lady did swing on him and started making a real ruckus. But you know what is worth making a ruckus over? G Fuel's buy one get one deal going on right now, where you buy one energy tub and get one free. So why not hop over to G Fuel right now and get some Divine Peach in this special offer? You can click the link in the description below.
Oh yeah, we have it.
I am not leaving until I get my fucking meal!
You can throw whatever you want.
Give me my fucking meal!
Getting shit. They said they're coming.
You fucking goof!
They said they're coming.
What, you're gonna just fuck me for my fucking meal?
I'm sorry you let it sit there for 20 minutes while you're in
My
the bath.
fucking burger goof!
Ma'am.
Now she's using a pretty high-level strategy for inciting violence. She's using fighting words, calling him a goof. She says multiple times, "You goof." And when she notices that the manager's unaffected by these words, she got a little more violent by like throwing milkshakes and just spilling shit all over the place. Just disrupting it, you know, ruining perfectly good milkshakes in the process.
Give me my fucking meal!
No.
What do you mean no?
Because you let it sit there for 20 minutes. That's not our fault. That's not our fault you let it sit.
You are a fucking goof. I can fucking...
I hope you know that the police, yeah, the police are on their way.
I don't really give a fuck.
They
You
will.
are a fucking... You're a...
Leave.
You're a... You wanna be a tough guy? You're a stud cunt.
Now I'll be the first to admit I didn't know Dairy Queen served full cakes, but there is a really pretty cake sitting on the counter right there that became the victim of this lady's wrath. She banished it to the shadow realm. It was such an outstanding looking dessert, you know, a beautiful cake, probably for some child's birthday party or maybe to celebrate them getting a new badge in the Boy Scouts, and this lady just fucking ruins it. Now the manager informs her that the police are on the way, which I personally think was a strategic blunder. You know, that's like the ace in the hole. That's something you should keep to yourself, like keep that up your sleeve. You know, keep her there, because now that he's informed her of it, now she makes, quick work of getting out of there. From what I understand, though, when the police do get called by a restaurant, they usually show up like an hour later. They don't take it super seriously. At least in most of the reports I was reading about these kind of situations. They're not super prompt in showing up, and when they do get there, it's already resolved itself and they don't do much for it. So it's usually just something like, if you're gonna call them, maybe let it be a surprise for the person you're calling him on, so that way they might still stick around for an hour. Like, I bet if he didn't tell her, she would have stuck around for another hour smoking meth, maybe like throwing napkins next once she ran out of milkshakes to destroy. He could have kept stalling her, at the very least, and then she'd face some kind of repercussions for this, but the video ends with her just leaving.
I did. They heard you yelling.
Such a fucking loser.
They heard you yelling. They said they're selling somebody
You already heard that
immediately.
one too, you fucking repeato.
I'm sorry that you went and smoked meth in the bathroom for 20 minutes. Leave our store and never come back.
A lot of things can be said about this woman, not all of them positive, but I will give her one compliment. She is the queen of uncommon insults. Like, this is shit I would have never expected to hear during a heated argument. She calls him a goof, a loon, which, as I understand it, is like calling him crazy, which is a weird thing to be saying. Like, he's just kind of standing there doing his job. I don't know what he's done that's like crazy. And then she also calls him repeato, because he said the same thing twice. So I mean, she's got some zingers that she's tossing out here, so, some real humdingers. So yeah, that one was making the rounds on Twitter today, but I figured I'd give you a little bonus freak out, a little dessert. This one's from 2019, but is going viral again. I think I saw it yesterday or the day before. It's a woman who got extremely upset that the restaurant was out of beef patties, so she went and got a baseball bat and beat the fuck out of their windows.
She was just like, you're lying. The beef patties are ready, and why they're not ready? You're lying.
Says then she left and came back 5 minutes later, and that's when she went absolutely berserk. Cops say it happened January 15th at the East 169th Street restaurant. The suspect, with a baseball bat, smashed the store glass.
This really made me want to try those beef patties if they're worth this much effort. She stayed mad for like a whole 5 or 10 minutes because the beef patties weren't instantly ready. Like, it's not even like they were out of beef patties, they just weren't immediately ready to serve. So they must be so delectable, so exquisite, that if they're not immediately in your mouth when you're thinking about them, it'll make you this upset. This almost worked like an ad campaign. Our patties slap so fucking hard, they're worth going to jail over. They said it cost like $2,000 to repair the glass, and it was a big hassle, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to share a couple of fast food freakouts again, because it's all over the place. It's happening all the time now. Granted, this second instance here was from a couple years back, but for some reason, all of these freakouts are being shared now like they're happening in real time, so I'm constantly exposed to it, and regardless, I still think it's a pretty dangerous job. You never know exactly what's going to be happening at a fast food spot, I suppose, but anyway, that's about it. See ya. I just got back from the worst game of basketball I've ever played in my life. I am ashamed. So much so that I'm having a stink strike right now where I refuse to shower for at least another hour so I can stew in my own filth for my awful shooting performance today. And then to top it all off, I saw this video and it made me even more mad.
At Arby's in Winder. So I ordered my food and it took them 15 minutes to get my order. I canceled my order because it took so long to get my order.
The horror! A 15-minute wait? No! He's gonna starve! Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Zoinks. So you can see it's a very serious situation. We're lucky this hero was able to muster enough strength to hit the record button on his phone and post it to his TikTok to document the injustice. With a tummy as empty as his, I don't know how he was able to pull off such a Herculean feat. This is another classic example of some entitled asshole clown recording the slightest inconvenience thinking they're in the right. And for some reason it is so common for this to occur in fast food establishments. For some reason, these douchebags feel so emboldened to record themselves belittling, attacking, and insulting fast food employees to post on their social media pages, thinking that somehow people are going to be on their side, like this is some kind of huge dunk and they're like a champion of the people. When that is never the case, it is delusional. And my heart breaks for fast food employees that have to deal with this kind of behavior so frequently. I don't know how many videos I've made talking about shit like this, but it is frustrating as someone just seeing it. I can only imagine what it's like having to actually have this happen to you. Now, is it unusual to wait 15 minutes for your fast food? Yeah. But is it the biggest deal in the world? No. You can handle it like an adult instead of this little whiny baby here. Maybe there was just a mistake that happened where they forgot to bring you your food and all you needed to do was ask. And he even says as much, that when he asked for a refund, they did bring him his food. So it sounds like it was just a mistake. And mistakes happen. There's no reason to throw this kind of tantrum over it. There is a much better way of handling it, and it's not this.
Nobody came and brought me my order, so I wanted a refund. As soon as I tell them I want a refund, they bring the food. I saw 2 people behind me go past me. And you're telling me I can't get a refund. And what's your name?
Bethany.
Bethany. So I can't get a refund, Bethany.
I can replace your food.
I don't want my food replaced. I just want a refund. I want my money back.
Oh my god, I can actually feel Bethany's headache that she's developing through the screen, just having to listen to it. So, it's clear that something must have went awry because the people behind him got their food and he hadn't. So, is it an inconvenience? Sure, a very small one. But again, why are you trying to name and shame Bethany here for what was likely just a simple mistake that could have been easily handled like an adult? There was absolutely no need to just start filming this. And that's just like a symptom of the modern day and age where anytime anything even remotely uncomfortable or inconveniencing happens, people turn to like recording it because they wield TikTok like it's some kind of weapon. Like, oh, I'll get everyone to dogpile on them, that'll show them, and also it's gonna be good because this will go viral on TikTok, which he says so many fucking times. Like, it blows my mind. Like, I can't even wrap my head around that thought process. Why? Why? They haven't...
Because y'all service was horrible. It took y'all 15 minutes to give me my food. I'm working right now. So I just want a refund. That's all I'm asking for.
Clearly your work must not be that important to you if you're still sitting here arguing about this situation. You must not be in that big of a rush to get back to your job if you have the luxury of just being able to sit here and harass this employee. What, are you late to your shift at the stupid store or something? Like, you clearly aren't, urgently trying to get out of there if you're taking the time to argue and film this whole interaction. Like, it blows my mind. Now, anyway, he keeps saying that he wants a refund. And fair enough, I suppose, but Bethany explains that she doesn't have the ability to do that because they need a general manager there to approve of refunds, so she's doing all she can by offering to just keep replacing the food. Even though he did eventually get the food, she still is offering a replacement like, hey, look, this is the most I can do. It's out of her hands. She doesn't own Arby's. She's not the fucking franchise owner of the establishment. She can't make the rules. She just has to play by them, and you're giving her so much shit for it.
Just want my money back. I just gave you guys my money, so it shouldn't be that hard to give me my money back.
We do not have a general manager right now. I cannot do a refund for you.
You have a manager, and are you the manager? Okay, so if you're the manager, you can give me a refund. Now, if y'all want to go famous on TikTok and make your business go down because you don't want to give me a refund, because you don't telling me you can't give me a refund and I don't want the food now.
I don't think there's anything that can make people dislike you faster than saying things like, oh, you're about to go famous on TikTok for this one, or shit like that. That is the biggest load of dirty barnacles. There's nothing more painful to the ears than seeing that phrase uttered by some asshole like this over something so trivial. Also, it's not exactly like the craziest video ever. I don't know why he thought this would go viral, but if it did, I don't know why he thought anyone would rally behind him. Nobody likes this kind of behavior, not even on TikTok. So even though this didn't go viral at all, even the 12 or 15 comments it has are all shitting on this guy for it. This is not a popular video from what I can tell. The only reason I saw it is because some people sent it to me on Twitter, because I cover shit like this pretty often. He truly believes that because he has a TikTok account with 1,000 followers, that all of a sudden he has power here and is above these employees at Arby's. It's sickening.
I can replace it for you.
I don't want my food replaced. I want the money. I want my money back that I just gave y'all. Literally 15 minutes ago that you had me sitting in this line for. You served 2 people behind me, and I'm not leaving this line until I get my refund. and y'all line will be backed up. What you say? You're gonna be a star.
Oh, he just keeps saying that line. You're gonna be a star. This one's gonna pop off on TikTok. This is going to elevate the TikTok page right into the mainstream, damn it. You guys don't realize how badly you fucked up by accidentally inconveniencing me in a very small way. You'll remember this moment for the rest of your life once I post this to TikTok, letting people know about Arby's taking 15 minutes for my order. Ha! Unbelievable.
Like, this line will be backed up till I get my refund. Y'all already wasting my time. I'm working.
No, you're wasting your time. And you're clearly not working at all. You're making no effort to get back to your work. You just threatened to continue to sit there in this standoff to back up the line. So you just wait here forever till the fucking heat death of the universe. You're obviously not in any kind of rush to get back to work whatsoever. You are wasting your time and everybody else's time and looking like an absolute fool.
I would never come back to this place again. This woman just told me she couldn't give me a refund, wasting my time, and now she's going in there getting my money. But she just told me she couldn't do this.
Still gonna get in trouble, so take your money and
Well, you're definitely going to get more than in trouble. And do what? Get out your line and do what?
This guy really thought that somehow this video would take down Arby's itself or something. Like Arby's would have to issue a press release like, "We are so sorry for the tragedy that unfolded at this specific location where a customer had to wait 15 minutes and film this horrifying video. Oh my god. We haven't been able to sleep since. So we at Arby's are making a pledge to change things for it." Just craziness. And he's still grumpy, even though he just got his refund. He was mad he didn't get a refund, and now he's mad that he did get a refund. And he's saying she's gonna get in more than just trouble because now he's got this TikTok that he's posting. So what happened here is she went to the register and just pulled out the amount he paid and gave it back, which goes against that policy. And I looked into it a little bit, and according to some former fast food employees, doing that is a big no-no because now the till is going to be short, which means the GM is actually probably going to get on her for that. She probably will get in trouble when Bethany didn't do anything to deserve this. That she didn't deserve this treatment at all. This guy is just an asshole. She tried so hard to fix the mistake by just offering the replacement of food which he wouldn't accept, and she explained that she can't do refunds because it's part of the rule that the GM has to approve it. But she still did give his money back, breaking the rules to try and appease him and get him out of there. And now it's very possible that she will face some kind of trouble when the GM comes in because of this. It's just so sad to see people act this way. Bethany did not make that rule, but as an employee of the restaurant, she is expected to follow it. And she still broke it to try and help this guy and stop his wrath. And he still posted this video to try and embarrass her or shame her in the restaurant and all of that. It's awful. I hate that kind of shit so much. It's brutal. But anyway, wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. So yeah. There's a viral video going around on the internet right now that really struck a chord within me, deep within my soul. A video that is about a short man getting very angry and he becomes a massive douchebag asshole. I'm sure most of you have seen this, but from the perspective of a short man, we're a rare breed, so I figured you'd want the unique perspective of a man who's below average male height. I'm 5'6". And one thing I'd like to say about this video before I play it for the few of you that haven't seen it, is this video is so embarrassing on this guy's part that it made me feel tall. Watching this video made me forget that I was short, and I was just laughing at this guy like, this fucking loser must suck being short. And it didn't occur to me until I went to take a shit and I looked at myself in the mirror that I was like, God damn, wait, I'm short too.
You're a great woman. Why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead"? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites.
So you're looking at the protagonist for this new sitcom called 2.5 Hobbits. He's very upset that he's short, and allegedly, according to the girl who posted this video, this took place at a bagel shop, and he was just being misogynistic asshole to all the women, and that's when they started filming it, and he immediately starts talking about dating sites where girls make fun of him, which leads me to believe that he had just got rejected on Tinder, and Bumble, and Match, and Christian Mingle, and his favorite Twitch streamer rejected his application to be a mod, so I'm guessing just all around was a bad day, and he took it all out on women at this shop.
You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not standing, pal.
This is the highest level short man rage I've ever seen documented. This is the kind of shit you only read about on Reddit. I actually couldn't even believe that this was filmed. It's like filming Sasquatch. This is such a high level of short man rage. It's like DEFCON 3 of short man rage. It's unreal. Just looking for a fight, constantly on edge, looking to be disruptive. I wouldn't be surprised if before he even got into the bagel shop, he started sizing up a 7th grader, thinking to himself, yeah, I can take him. He may be a little taller than me, but I can definitely beat his ass. That'll impress the girls around here. But by far my favorite thing about the entire clip is the little chest bump on the guy ready to rumble. He chest bumps the dude's nutsack. This guy is so short, and the guy he's trying to tussle with is so much taller than him that when he does the little chest bump to be intimidating, his tits are rubbing the man's penis. His nipples are handshaking his scrotum.
You shut up too. No, go ahead and attack me, Jake.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just wanted bagels. I recorded the whole thing.
The classic, what are you gonna do, stab me? Says the man who got stabbed. Hey, go ahead and attack me, as he gets fucking tackled by a dude 5 times his size, a fucking college linebacker out of nowhere. I imagine he immediately regretted that decision to try and act that tough around that guy. And the video goes on, but this is the one that's viral, but there is a follow-up to it that shows what happens after he got taken down.
Oh, and a guy 3 times my size. That's okay?
Get your food and
What happened? What I'm sorry?
Get your food and
You know what? Fuck your fucking breath.
There's no need to play.
You think that's funny, right? That's funny. Why is that so funny? Now I'm going to take my breakfast. You think that's funny? All you women.
What a fucking roller coaster he took us on there. First he says, fuck that bread, wants nothing to do with it, he's above that bread, an alpha male doesn't need that bread. But then Alvin and the Chipmunks start laughing at him, fucking Looney Tunes style laugh comes in, and he changes his mind immediately. You know what? Fuck you, give me that bread, bang. Snatches it up. I wish he had scarfed it down for a power move, or since he wants to really puff his chest out and be an alpha, I'm surprised he didn't drop trow and start peeing on the bread just to show his dominance over the bread. But he kind of pussies out, picks up his bread, and then goes back to just being a really huge asshole and insulting people.
All you women say shit like shit. All of you. All of you. Yeah, all of you.
You want to go.
No, you women need to stop getting so fucked up.
He then went home to make a blog post about why nice guys like him don't get the good-looking girls in society, and it's a shame. He is a nice guy, as you can clearly tell, well-adjusted. He seems to have a good head on his very small shoulders, but I think it's really sad the lack of self-control and most likely self-awareness. I guarantee he went home thinking he did nothing wrong, and that society was just beating down the short guy again. Now, he says he's 5 feet in the video. I don't know if that was an exaggeration or if he's under 5 feet or above 5 feet and he was just exaggerating on either spectrum. Doesn't really matter. You know, there's nothing you can really do about your height. You can either be an insecure little bitch like this guy and take it out on the world, you know, shaking your fist at the clouds because you're upset that you're so goddamn short and it's unfair, or you can just live with it, fucking deal with it, and don't be such a little pussy. Have fun with it. Make jokes about it, but why act out like this at a fucking bagel shop? No one wants to be around a guy like this. But I mean, yeah, I don't really have a very super unique perspective on it. To be honest, I just kind of wanted to make jokes about this. But it really is sad that my fellow short brethren act out like this, and that's why a lot of people expect short man rage occasionally, you know? There's no reason to be this insecure about something that you just don't have control over. And that's about it. So yeah. When you think of a hero, the first thing that pops in your head is probably like Spider-Man or Iron Man or something. But for me, when I think of a hero, I think of anyone who has to work in retail, food service, reservations, any job where you have to interact with a customer. Those are the real heroes. I have always said and always will say that any job that requires you to interact with customers is an absolute nightmare. Hell on earth. You're constantly experiencing the worst humanity has to offer every single day. Swallowing rusty nails would be less painful. And I think that's something that everyone on this planet can agree on, that rude customers are the lowest of the low. I have more respect for cockroaches than I do some douchebag that's melting down in public, yelling at an employee over something they had no control over in the first place. It is one of my biggest pet peeve. In fact, I'd say it's probably my biggest pet peeve. I hate that shit. And today there was a video that was going pretty viral on TikTok about a guy who posted his own meltdown at GameStop, and it is so embarrassing I couldn't help but just talk about it a little bit today. Let me show you it.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Listen, I'm recording you just because I've had the hardest time returning this. So if you tell me no, I'm gonna go ahead and sue GameStop.
I see this shit all the time. If you don't help me fix this problem that is my fault, I'm going to sue the entire company. Well, like, what do you expect them to do? Start groveling like, oh no, please, don't sue the company. Oh no, oh goodness gracious, oh please, anything but that, shaking their fist. I'll do anything to fix it. Oh god, just let me rectify this situation. Like, why do you expect the employee to give a fuck if you sue the company? Why is this GameStop employee all of a sudden gonna try and defend the company, the corporation, like, oh no, you will not. I will not allow you to besmirch the good name of GameStop like this. I will fix your problem immediately, now that you've threatened legal action. Like, they have no say-so in the corporation. You know, this guy isn't John GameStop here. Like, he doesn't care. Who the fuck cares? I just can't wrap my head around this, like, 4-year-old thought process here. If I go after the company, surely the employee is now going to be able to magically fix my issue. It's not their company. They don't care. They're just an employee of it. It's not like they're married to it. It's not, you know, they don't care. They shouldn't care. It just makes no sense to me. But all power to this guy. If you want to sue GameStop and lose all your money in legal fees, please, go right ahead. It'll be a really fun, goofy headline to read. I implore you to sue GameStop. And it's really silly in this case because it's GameStop. It's not exactly a booming corporation. Like, what are you going to sue GameStop for? Their NFTs? Like you really stand to gain nothing out of it anyway? The whole thing is just a fucking disaster, and this guy's an absolute clown.
You have nothing to do with this. I just need somebody to tell me no on video so I can go ahead and sue GameStop.
A brief moment of self-awareness where he acknowledges that the employee had nothing to do with this situation, but then still continues to make a big scene out of it. Jesus Christ, it's so painful. I'd rather teabag a barrel of plutonium.
I'm just trying to get my money back here. I bought the PS5 bundle, and then they made me buy a whole bundle, which isn't even on my receipt. I didn't sign no contract under your guys' policy. It's just unopened things are returnable.
They didn't pass you the receipt?
Yeah, go ahead. I think you were in here even when I bought it. So yeah, I got pressured into buying a bundle. I didn't even want it. So I got 3 games and the charging case. I kept the controller there.
You got pressured into buying a bundle, and now you regret it. What do you mean you got pressured into buying a bundle? What, did the employees throw you against the lockers like it was football hazing? And take the goddamn credit card out of your wallet to make this purchase? What the fuck do you mean you got pressured into buying a PS5? Were you just sitting there trembling like, oh my god, they're talking about a bundle. Fuck, I'm gonna have to do it. Sweat pouring down your face. You like 8 years old? You come in here acting like a big man, but your issue makes it seem like you're just a big baby. Like, what the fuck, man? Jesus. And the whole issue is super stupid anyway, because when you buy a PS5, you get games with it. It's bundled up. And I think the reason, and I could be wrong, this one I'm not 100% sure on, the reason they bundle PS5s with games is to prevent scalping or reselling. So that way you're not just getting like the raw console to like resell for profit. You get games with it as well that drive the value up, so you spent more on like the entire package than you did just the actual hardware. I'm pretty sure it's like anti-scalping measures, though I'm not 100% sure. But when you're buying a PS5, you're never just buying like a raw PS5 anymore. It's always bundled.
Well, I get where you're coming from, where you didn't want to buy the bundle, but that's the only way you can get the system.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So through GameStop, right now we're only doing bundles for PS5.
Is that in writing? I know. So you're gonna just say no, huh?
Yeah, I can't take it.
So you can't give me the refund for this shit right here?
No.
Absolutely massive props to the employee here, keeping a level head and just delivering a firm no. I love that. Lays out the facts. The only way you get the system is with a bundle. Not much I can do for you there, champ. You made a decision that you regret, and I can't help you. But stop blaming us. It's your fault. You're dumb, not us.
Like,
okay. When's your manager working so I can come and fuck with him? Because I'm gonna definitely come fuck with him.
It should be tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What's his shift?
He should be in the morning.
All right. And what's his name? I just come and I'm just gonna come fuck shit up. Like I'm telling you, I'm not fucking around.
The guy who got pressured into buying a PS5 apparently is gonna come make another big scene to the manager of the GameStop. How embarrassing. And this happens every single time. The customer is the one recording this. It blows my mind how every single time there's an event like this, it's always the biggest asshole that's recording it thinking they're right. He posted this in full confidence thinking that TikTok would be on his side, but instead all they did was steam his ham. They fucking slam dunked this guy across all of TikTok and on YouTube. I saw Jamari made a video about this as well. This guy's just become an absolute laughingstock, and it was entirely avoidable multiple ways. A, not making a big hoopla about you making a bad decision financially that you regret. Your fault. Take responsibility. Nothing GameStop can do for you here. And 2, not filming it yourself. You could have just not filmed it. And then 3, if you had the compulsive desire to film it, you couldn't fight the urge just scratching at your neck like, oh, I'm being an asshole and I gotta film it. Yes. Okay. Even after filming it, you could have just not posted it. Like, there were 3 ways of avoiding yourself being an absolute joke on the internet, and somehow all 3 of those filters you went right through. Impressive.
This is, you guys are trying to upsell motherfuckers. I could have paid 800 on StockX if that was the motherfucking case.
But you're just getting the system now.
I don't want no fucking Ratchet and Clank. Are you kidding me? You know what this is, bro.
No, like
I pay $800 for some bullshit.
Like, say if like you wanted different games, like you legit like.
Can you give me in-store credit for all this?
Let me stop you right there, big guy. You do not want in-store credit at GameStop. They will give you like $15 for this entire PS5. It'll be $15 and like 5 toothpicks. In-store credit is the last thing you should be haggling for here. It is not worth it at all.
No, y'all trying to play me. It's a brand new game and I'm here to return them.
Saying y'all.
Y'all GameStop and you represent GameStop. You ain't got no name tag or shirt, but you GameStop. So that's why I'm saying y'all. Yeah, if you don't want to represent it, then quit.
I work.
Ah, yes, the classic. You work at GameStop, which means you are GameStop. So all of my problems are your problems. I don't even know where to start with what just happened there. Telling him to quit if he doesn't rep GameStop. What does that mean? What are you talking about? This guy's giving you all the answers to your questions and you're still mad at him. It's your fault. You signed the receipt. You didn't have to pay $800 for the bundle if you didn't want to. You not only signed the receipt, you walked out of there and you went home, you marinated on it, and then you came back and made a big scene about it. Like, it's your fault. It's not this guy's fault. Telling him to quit his job if he's not there to, like, fight for GameStop tooth and nail is so silly. Oh, I can't stand, like, customers like this. These videos just always boil my blood. And I've never even worked in like the customer service industries or anything like that, but my heart absolutely breaks for the people that have. It seems so miserable. And seeing customers in real life, like you see the worst fucking people. It's so aggravating. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a bit since the video was floating around, and that's really about it. See ya.